Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Nagbabalik muli tayo dito sa loob ng AMORANTO Sports Complex sa Quezon City as we bring you action dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. 2 of 3 down dito sa laban ng Quezon versus Mindoro. This time we will head into the 18 and under division, pero later on we will have the matchups between Dasmariñas and Bawan, and then later on it will be Quezon City, the home team, facing Cavite City. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Diego Del Paz pa rin po ang inyong lingkod kasama si Coach Anton De Los Reyes, and then makakasama natin later on ang ating third member of the panel, ang ating courtside reporter na si Renoa Sanchez. And Coach Anton, after 2 exciting matchups, we are down to the last match between Quezon and Mindoro.
Well, last match nga, 18 under division. Good morning sa mga manonood. Again, great to be working with you, Diego.
All right, our match at hand in the 18 and under division, Quezon versus Mindoro to end this trilogy. Ang Mindoro coming off their first loss of the season, while itong Quezon naman trying to look for their first win this morning.
Well, this game, Quezon lost the opening game just by 5 points. No? Dikit na dikit yung laban na yan against Binyan, 65-70. While they did receive solid contributions from their bench, struggles in two-point shooting held them back. Statistics reflect a close game with only minor differences separating the two teams. In that game, Ron Abarquez, 17 points, a couple of rebounds, and a steal to pace itong Quezon Junior Huskers.
Alright, mapunta naman tayo sa other side of the floor. Itong Mindoro Troops Hoops, after 2 straight wins, they fell in their last outing against the mighty Antipolo JY Titans.
So in that game, itong ang 2-1 Mindoro, absorbing their first loss against that powerhouse squad of Antipolo, struggling to keep pace with the presence of that star duo ng Antipolo. They dictated the pace of that match. Ang tanong ngayon is, can Mindoro shake off that loss and regroup to get back on the winning track? In that game, Donard Naza, 15 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist. Siyang namayagpag against that game against Antipolo para dito sa Mindoro.
So the question is, will the words of Coach John Colina bounce back from that loss against Antipolo, or will we see itong Quezon Junior Huskers rise to the occasion and get their first win today? Now let's send it over to our PA announcer, Gio Cruz, for the introduction of the starters for both Quezon and Mindoro.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Basketball action continues here at the AMORANTO Sports Complex, Quezon City, as we bring you the continuation of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. We're on the 18 other division between the Quezon Junior Huskers and Mindoro Troops Hoops. Now let us meet the starters from both teams. First, for the Quezon Junior Huskers, starting guard number 9, Tristan Pasha. To guard number 4, Ron Abarquez. At forward number 14, Miel Hapor. At forward number 25, Ivan Malarasa. And at center number 6, Jimboy Kambal. The head coach is Tony Rexenberg Boldeo, assisted by Von Magdaye. Team manager, attorney Don Capunan. And now let us meet the starters for Mindoro Troops Hoops. Starting guard number 7, Asher Rupilius. Other guard number 1, Clarence Atal. At forward number 13, Miguel Noel. Other forward number 27, Donard Naza. And man in the middle, number 25, Alison Manginsay. The head coach is John Colina, Assisted by Roy Pakulan. Team Manager Rayboy Ebonius. Officiating this ball game, Ronaldo Batango, Andrew Morgan, and Raymond Montera. Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. J.R. Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Kit Picasso.
On your screens right now ang ating Doride team starters. Doride ang official game ball ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. For Mindoro, Robilios, Ataal, Noel, Naza, and Manginsay. For Quezon, it's Pasha, Abarquez, Hapor, Malarasta, and Kambal. Our crew chief, Ronaldo Badango, about to start this matchup. Ball is up and we are underway. And Quezon with first crack at the basket. Quezon wearing their white with yellow and orange, while itong Mindoro still with their blue uniforms with white trim. And underneath the basket, 2 tries para dito sa Quezon, wala. And a whistle called on the floor.
Couple of offensive rebounds early for Quezon. Third try, still no go, but the foul is going to be called. Baseline inbound for the side of Quezon.
14 to shoot. Baseline inbound here for Vidiola. And a steal here by Quezon. And a foul, or a traveling violation called rather on Miel Hapor.
Counter steals galore for both squads.
Oo, parang ano yun. Medyo shaking off the rust. Entering this game as palapit na tayo sa midday ng ating aksyon dito sa Junior MPBL Season 3. And that runner missed by Clarence Ataal. Parang neither team has gotten their bearings going so far.
Oh, it is early in the game, so medyo, again, I always say this, may adrenaline pa yan. Medyo, I wouldn't say nanggigigil, pero syempre, ganadong-ganado pa.
Sumobra yata sa gana. And we're nearly 2 minutes in and neither team scoring. And finally, the first 2 of the ball game by Donard Naza.
Right on cue with the cornrows, Donard Naza getting a bucket underneath.
16 to shoot para sa Junior Huskers. The 3 iron deficient, but the rebound courtesy of Ivan Malarasta, and he will go to the line for 2 shots.
It's already the 4th offensive rebound for the side of Quezon, really making a living crashing the glass, the offensive glass, that is.
It will be 2 from the line para dito sa Junior Huskers, courtesy of Malarasta. 1 out of 2 from the line, and now Mindoro attacking. And it goes out of bounds, pero tapped away by a Junior Huskers player.
Trying to go underneath. Napakialaman doon yung pasa.
Oo. Noel, the runner from the baseline, Mintis. And Mindoro gets the offensive board back.
Quick hands by Ataal.
Oo. Long 2 from foul line extended is good for Donard Naza. Jinx, 1, 2, 3.
So, nice pull-up for Donard.
Great ball movement from the Junior Huskers with that finish. Courtesy of Tristan Pasha.
Great give-and-go play. Ano ni Manginsay.
Noel misses that corner 3, and we have a foul on away from the play.
Check that was Ivan Malarasta with that pass.
And on that long rebound, a foul on Clarence Ataal. Oh, it's a backcourt violation called against Ivan Malarasta. Already established possessions of front court. .14 to shoot para dito sa Mindoro. And so far, very active itong si Donard Naza, who is the leading scorer para sa Mindoro with 18 points per game. And he now has the basketball. Naza. Great attack to the basket. Bully boy move.
Nice spin to the bucket or spin to the baseline
Oh,
by Donard.
he gets the foul and a trip to the foul line for good measure. Kaso
Can't
nga
get
lang.
the first free throw
Yeah.
for Donard. Again, last game at the top of our broadcast, I mentioned 15.6 rebounds and an assist
Oo.
against that powerhouse JY Titan squad na naglaro si Kiefer Alas and of
Yes.
course Chog Moral.
Oo, I think yung si Chog Morel made a name for himself nung recent palarong pambansa.
Even prior, he is
Prior.
already a popular player here in the junior MPBL. Nag-MVP din kasi yan
Yun.
sa 14 under division.
Wow, Donard Naza with that hang time move to the finish.
And alam nga natin kung bakit Chog ang nickname niya ni Chog Moral. His real name is Kenji,
Kenji.
but his nickname is Chog. Nalaman natin kung bakit Chog kasi si Rinoa, tinanong niya bakit Chog Moral. Sinabi ni Rinoa, kasi daw nung bata siya, Bochog. Mataba siya. And he just eventually lost weight as he got older. But the nickname stuck.
Oo.
Chog Moral.
Now back in the action here, Quezon. Great drive and kick. Pero miss from the corner, and on the putback, it's good for JJ Magnaye. It's now 8-5, and another steal for the junior Huskers. Miel Hapor starting the fast break. Broken play here para sa junior Huskers. They now regroup. 9 on the shot clock. They drop it down low, and what a block.
Great timing to be able to catch that shot, get the block as well.
15 to shoot. Great try to the basket. Asher Rubilios for the finish.
Quick first step. Fake that three-pointer, then just blew by his defender.
Past the halfway mark ng ating first quarter. 14 na sa shot clock. And that extra pass was caught by Donald Nasa, but on the recovery, Magnaye with the score.
Again, that's JJ Magnaye. 4 straight points. Sa kanya lang yun.
Turnover by Mindoro, which brings us to this platoon substitution as we see once again JJ Magnaye picking up that loose ball and scoring underneath the basket. Platoon swap, mukhang to si Coach Rex Baldeo wanting to employ more of his players on the bench.
He just wants to be able to have some fresh legs on the floor to keep up the intensity on defense as well as on offense.
7 to shoot para sa junior Huskers, and an offensive foul called against Justin Angelo.
Moving pick on Justin there. Referees very particular with those types of calls.
Oo.
Pero mahirap nga naman yung mabibigyan ng unfair advantage yung offense.
Down to the last 3 minutes. Just like that. Isang iglap lang. We're already down to the final stretch now. Long 2.
Oh, pagka mabilis, just leave it. Leave it. Wag mong, the same way, pagka diba, you're waiting for the weekend, tas biglang, uy, Thursday, no? Pagka binati mo yan, biglang babagal yung araw mo. I'm telling you.
Ladies and gentlemen, life lessons from Coach Anton de los Reyes. Junior Huskers now on their offense. 15 to shoot. The step through. The layup. Mintis for Kian De Chavez on the second try. Here comes JJ Magnaye. He kicks it out for Untalan. 9 to shoot, and
I thought it was going to be third time's the charm. A couple of offensive rebounds for Quezon.
Yeah.
Then no attempt on the third.
oh, you see Juther Byron caught traveling without a passport. Minute and 45 remaining. Mindoro trying to extend their 3-point advantage. Shot clock down to 12. Series of moves here at offensive foul ang tinawag on that teammate. That's check that. That's Elijah Maramot.
Trying to use that pick was Mingote.
Oh.
Yeah, may traveling.
And on
May
the
charging, sorry.
And on the steal, Jake Blancaflor getting that bucket as well. And ngayon umatake ang Mindoro. Right lane drive, Mintis para kay AJ Mengote. Now Quezon on the attack. 2-on-1 play and the great finish with the inside hand, courtesy of Kian de Chavez.
Using his left, Kian de Chavez finishing the break.
45 seconds left. Near steal by JJ Magnaye. Instead, it's a 3-on-2 attack. Second try, and finally nakakuha si Jake Blancaflor ng foul.
Offensive rebounding, it's gonna kill you, it's gonna hurt you. That's why you need to box out. You need to be able to locate your man at all times so you can block them out and get that defensive board.
Let's take a look at that one more time. The first time is a miss, but the second time, hindi palalampasin yan ni Jake Blancaflor, who will take to the line for 2 shots.
Good on the first is Jake Blancaflor, averaging 3.5 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 1.5 assists in 19 minutes of action. Almost 20 minutes, actually.
Yeah. Jake Blancaflor, by the way, the leader in steals and blocks.
Ayun.
Steals 2.5 per game and half a block a game.
Ayun.
And a steal, courtesy of Mark Acid. And now Mindoro settling the troops with 17 seconds remaining on the game clock. Great screen set by Blancaflor. Great roll inside. Blancaflor patiently but missing on the second try. And Maramot gets it to go. Pero merong call ang ating trail referee.
Well, the basket counts because that happened after that shot.
Oh, unfortunately though, penalty na itong Mindoro, so it will be 2 shots on the other end.
Elijah Maramot getting the deuce, but also getting that foul.
Shin Liwanag will go to the line para sa Junior Huskers. Trying to make this a 4-point game heading into the intermission. 5.6 seconds remaining sa ating first quarter. One for 2 for Liwanag. And a foul called against Quezon after that rebound by Jake Blancaflor.
Well, still not in the penalty, so that's okay.
Yeah, that was the last foul to give this quarter. It will be a long way for Mindoro in their attempt to put the last basket in. 2 seconds remaining. And time will just run out on Mindoro after that great defensive stand by Quezon at the end of the first quarter. And Mindoro up by 5 points after 10 minutes. Let's take a look at our Chef's Magic first quarter highlights. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment.
Donald Naza, Alison Manginsay, Acer Robillos, Jake Blancaflor, Elijah Maramot, all scoring for the side of Mindoro. Habang para dito naman sa Quezon, Tristan Pasha, JJ Magnaye, 6 points and keeping in pace or trying to keep in pace with Mindoro.
Reno Sanchez with her first report on the other side of this break.
Coach John Colina is not here to lead the squad of Mindoro Hoops, but fortunately, Coach Roy Pakulan will be stepping up for the team. Dagdag pa nito na as usual, they will be focusing on defense dahil kung sa opensa ay pwede kang swertehin, dito nga daw sa depensa ay wala at kailangan pagtrabahuan. Para naman sa Quezon Junior Huskers, nabanggit ni Attorney Kim Baldeo na hindi nga makakapaglaro itong si Kyle De Chavez dahil nagkaroon siya ng sprain mula sa kanilang laro. But fortunately, also for the team, everyone can step up and fill the void. At dagdag pa nito na nagkaroon pa sila ng 2 tune-up games against different collegiate teams in Quezon Province in preparation for today's. Balik sa inyo, Jago, Coach Anton.
Thank you very much to the third member of our panel, Renoa Sanchez, with the report on both sides of the floor. And it will be a challenge for Mindoro to, get their bearing there and to recover from that loss against Antipolo in their last outing without head coach John Colina. And right now, that's our quarter scene stealer of the game, brought to you by Chef's Magic. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts, and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic make every meal a magic moment. Mindoro scoring on that last possession. This is a 5-point ball game, and another basket for Quezon. And Juter Byron getting the bump, the bucket, and the chance for the bonus. Chance to make this a 2-point ball game if he makes this extra free throw.
That's a very unique name.
Able to pick a body. That may foul on that last play. Take a look at that one more time. Was able to get Zion Galura to bite on that fake. Pero may extra sauce pa after that play.
Yan, nagkasabitan lang ng mga braso
yes, so
ng mga players.
Our referee Andrew Morgan, kinausap niya naman yung mga players, cool it, chill lang.
Relax lang, relax.
Oo, cool ka lang.
Hindi yata kinakaya ng lamig ng venue natin
yung init na action.
Ng action, no?
Soriano goes 1 for 2 from the line. Brings Quezon within 2 points, 17-15.
Good start for Quezon.
On the drive to the basket, AJ Mengote had the ball stripped away, but on the other end, a miss from Juter Byron. Second try, and my extra point opportunity for Kian De Chavez, who gets the hoop, the harm, the 3-point play, the classic way.
Look at that offensive rebound by Kian.
Pound for pound fitness, foul counted. Be Liga ready.
That's why you always run. You always run with your teammate because again, hindi mo naman sure kung matatapos talaga nila yung fast break.
But that second try effort nakikita natin sa Quezon could not convert on that last opportunity, though they will get the ball back.
Yan, the offensive rebounding para sa side ng Quezon really doing a lot of damage against Mindoro. So far, Quezon already has 6 offensive rebounds. Sorry, let me check that. Yes, 6 offensive rebounds.
Wow. Great feed underneath for Juter Byron for the finish. And Quezon now with the lead, 19-17.
Let me check that. 14 offensive rebounds.
Wow.
Yun ang wow talaga, di ba? And then ang Mindoro, they only have 5 so far.
6 to shoot and a foul called against Roylan Magdami. A blocking variety as we take a look one more time on that Juter Byron dunker spot shot. 14 to shoot. Donard Naza kicks it out. Ataal with 10 on the shot clock. Ataal uses that screen. Ataal gets blocked, and what a defensive stop for Quezon. But Mindoro will get another crack at the basket. Naza, lefty jumper, in and out. The rebound by Mindoro. And great scrambling defense by Quezon, and that fast break finish. for
Kian de Chavez getting the 2 points underneath. That leak out made that transition offense possible.
And Quezon's lead now at 4 points, 21-17. 12 to shoot for Mindoro, and a foul called against the sticky hands of Kian de Chavez. 5 minutes and 15 remaining. Let's take a look at that one more time. De Chavez, masyado siyang malapit against Arson Año Nuevo.
Medyo mataas yung PSI.
Gets ko yan. 10 to shoot, the runner. And may foul on that shot attempt for, check that, that's
Sean Nolasco.
Sean Nolasco.
Ito okay yung uniform, makikita mo.
Exactly, oo.
Kitang-kita mo yung apelido, yung number, hindi nakakalito.
Right, oo.
At Sean Nolasco with that runner.
Actually, alam mo, quick shout out kay, actually yung si head coach Jan Colino ng Troops Hoops. He actually owns yung yung apparel brand na Troops Hoops.
Oh, yun pala
Yes,
yun. So
exactly.
Troops Hoops is an apparel, it's a brand.
Yes, so yung uniforms nila made by Troops Hoops.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about mga apparel, yung next game natin, yung Dasmariñas, Don Pacundo,
Yes.
for a hoops. Yung Don Pacundo, sportswear din yun.
Yes, oo.
Kaya alam ko nakikinig ngayon. Coach Ryan Dalosa, eto, mabuti na yung kalagayan ko.
Yun.
Naglolokohan kasi kami niyan eh. Naglolokohan kami yan nung Tuesday. We were together nung Tuesday. Covered the game. Yung Dasmariñas, yung DLSU Dasmariñas. He's an assistant coach there. And they won, so they're now at the semifinals. Binabati ko si Coach Ryan Dalosa. Mamaya, magkikita-kita tayo. Tingnan natin kung may surprise siya. Usually may surprise yan si Coach Ryan eh. Hindi ko alam kung meron siyang pabaon na mamaya pag nagkita kami.
Uy, nice.
Si Charles Bateyong pa naman, magko-cover din mamaya. Palagi kami binibigyan ni Coach Ryan. Talagang love na love namin yan eh. Coach Ryan Dalosa.
Quick shout out to Sir Ryan Dalosa. Of course, they will be, yung Dasmariñas Don Pacundo for a hoops will be facing Bawan Cafe Uno in this trilogy ng Dasmariñas versus Bawan.
He's the head coach para sa 16 under.
Yon.
Si Coach Ryan Dalosa.
Well, yan yung fifth and final game natin
Yun
together,
nga,
Coach.
talagang pinagbangga.
Oo. And Donald Naza again attacking that basket. Gets the foul and will take a trip to the foul line once again.
I like what Mindoro is doing. They're not settling for the outside shots. They're trying to get near the basket, dropping it off for Donald Naza. They're locating Donald so he can go and attack and create and score some points for Coach Rex Baldeo.
Now let's go to Renoa Sanchez for this tale from the courtside. Renoa?
Diego, Coach Anton, ito ngang si Donald Nasa is sporting a new hairdo. Nakakagawa lamang daw kahapon at sabi niya nagpa-braid daw siya ng kanyang buhok dahil gusto niyang mapreskuhan at naiilang daw siya sa kanyang buhok kapag naglalaro siya. Dagdag pa nga nito na bukod sa hairdo niya na bago ay may bago din daw siyang sugat sa kanyang noon na nakuha niya naman after niya mag-spin move sa training nila kahapon. Pero wag daw tayo mag-alala dahil okay lamang siya. Balik sa inyo, Diego, Coach Anton.
Alright, maraming salamat. Renoa Sanchez with that report. And that's the reason why may headband rin pala.
Para matakpan ba yung sugat?
Oo. Akala ko tribute to Allen Iverson.
Para mapreskuhan nga naman. Tama. No?
Yes. And
Kasi usually, Papa, you're just gonna get a buzz cut para mapreskuhan ka. Pero ito, pinabraid. Kakaiba nga naman.
Oo.
So, may sugat. Akala ko nasugatan siya dahil nagpa-braid siya.
Ay. Oo.
Pala
Actually.
spin move sa practice.
And by the way, Naza is the leading scorer, leading rebounder, and third leader in shot blocks. So that's 18 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game, and 0.3 of a block per game.
Kitang-kita nyo naman. Stats machine, itong kasama ko. Diego de la Paz.
Research machine.
Lahat ng statistics meron yan.
They're more like parang pound for pound, liga ready ako.
Yun. Liga ready.
3 minutes and 28 remaining sa ating second quarter, and that great move by Ataal. Na blanca siya ng ring. And a counter steal by Asher Rubilios. Rubilios feeds Ataal underneath. Wala pa rin.
Nothing for Vince Ataal, or sorry, Clarence Ataal.
And on the
Series of fakes, cuts to the basket. Hanggat sa yun, bumakdoor nga. But this time, lots of contact on that attack to the basket.
It will be another trip to the foul line for the junior Huskers. That this time it will be Kyle Soriano to be tested at the pressure cooker, as they say.
So far, ito nga Quezon, 4 out of 9 from the free throw area at 44%. Mindoro naman, 5 out of 10, 50%. So both teams shooting relatively okay so far. We're still at the second, and you want it to go up, but miss on that one.
Oo. So relatively good according to your standards, Coach
Yeah,
Anton.
relatively good. Kasi 50%, if you're hovering at 50%, that's the bare minimum. But of course, the best is around 75. 75 to 80, that would be great.
Oo. 2 minutes and 50 remaining. Blanca Flor, the handoff to Thomas Purisima. At meron tayong series of whistles on the floor. It's a foul kontra kay JJ Magnaye, as whistled by our referee Nino Perez. And as you saw, yung ating instant replay of that last foul. Oh, so there will be a review rather of that last play. So medyo mahaba-habang antay ito at mga referees natin, they are eagle-eyed and they're making sure na hindi makakalusot yung last action. So this is what they're trying to review here. Ayun, I think yan si JJ Magnaye, stuck out yung yung leg niya. Okay, so they call it a regular blocking foul. So again, our officiating crew of Ronaldo Badango, Andrew Morgan, and Ramon Madera, making sure that hindi makakalusot yung last action, and they determined na it was just a regular blocking foul.
Great use of our instant replay for our referees, making sure that they're going to keep the games in check.
Yes. 2.5 remaining before we hit the halftime break. Rana Barquez, stuck in no man's land, had to give it up. 10 to shoot. Abarquez lets it fly. No go. The rebound by JJ Magnaye. They try to drop it off underneath, and the great recovery and the hang time move. Sky Mabilin nagkape sa ere kahit na hindi breakfast na.
Yeah, you look at Sky Mabilin with that shot. Very at home, up in the air is Sky.
Oo. Last 2 minutes ng ating second quarter. Great screen set here by Kyle Barba. And that right hand finish is good for Asher Rubilios.
Move by Asher, zigzagging his way to the paint, getting the layup.
14 to shoot para sa Quezon. Wow, that was a near highlight play finish para kay Ron Abarquez, but needed a little more English on that shot. Purisima, left-handed finish, wala pa rin. Both teams missing their gimmies. The drop-off pass, the finish is good this time for Kyle Soriano.
Leaving it for his teammate, Kyle Soriano, finishing underneath.
Quezon extends their lead to 4, 28 to 24. Asher Rubilios using that Jake Blancaflor screen. They try to dump it down low to Blancaflor. Masyado mataas ang pasa.
At time, Asher Robillos picked up his dribble. He had that mismatch against the bigger player, pero decided to kill his dribble, give it inside.
As we take a look at assist for JJ Magnaye feeding Kyle Soriano for the bucket. We got a timeout on the floor. Final 54.2 seconds remaining in the second. Babalik tayo dito sa loob ng Amoranto Arena in Quezon City as we bring you the continuing action sa 18 and under division of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3. Quezon Huskers up by 4, 28-24 kontra sa Mindoro Troops Hoops. Kian De Chavez starting the offense. Bigay dito kay Akon James Ramos. Balik kay De Chavez with 12 on the shot clock. De Chavez, dump off pass inside, and a great find to Kyle Soriano, who gets the hoop, the harm, the three-point play the hard way.
Again, for the side of Quezon, they're taking advantage of their height. Kyle Soriano inside, getting position, getting that bucket to fall, plus a foul.
Pound for pound fitness, foul counted. Brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, B Liga ready. Soriano left that free throw short. Mindoro leaving a lot of time on the shot clock. That's an 8-second difference between game and shot clock. Blanca Flor, the handoff to Thomas Purisima. Purisima driving down the lane. Purisima, the left-handed finish for the score and the harm.
Great head fake, catching the defender off guard, giving him some space to be able to finish.
Yes, that fake pass to that pure finish for Thomas Purisima. Mindoro trying to cut into this deficit. Mindoro missing that bonus free throw. 14 seconds left. Akon Ramos with that lefty finish.
Just too many weapons for the side of Quezon. That time Ramos getting a couple of points.
And a steal by Clarence Vediola to end the first half on a high note for the Quezon Junior Huskers. And this lead has ballooned to 8 points. And now let's take a look at our Chef's Magic. Second quarter highlights make every meal a magic moment.
Juter Byron getting those 2-pointers. Kian De Chavez in the fast break or in transition, finishing that time. Skying high for that shot was Mabilin for the deuce. On the other side, Asher Robillos finishing.
34-26, the Quezon Junior Huskers leading the Mindoro Troops Hoops at the break. 34-26. Magbabalik ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. We're at the halftime break of this battle between Mindoro and Quezon. 34-26, lamang ang Junior Huskers over Mindoro Troops Hoops. Yaga Del Paz pa rin ang inyong kasama, together with Anton De Los Reyes and our courtside reporter Renoa Sanchez from the Amoranto Arena in Quezon City. Action heating up as the day rolls on. Third game of 9 ngayong Wednesday. Coach Anton, let's take a look at the stats.
So looking at the stats, hindi nagkakalayo sa field goal percentage. 43% for Mindoro, 40% for Quezon. Both teams not really a three-point shooting team, but if you look at the rebounds, 31-13.
Wow.
And the offensive rebounding story for the side of Quezon, 18 of those 31 are offensive rebounds. Sharing is caring, 11 assists para sa Quezon, only 2 for Mindoro. Turnover department naman ang Quezon with 11, ang Mindoro with just 8.
And one more stat to note, Coach Anton, 31-12 disparity in terms of bench points. Kaya itong Quezon, they were able to get that second win and they have this huge lead at the halftime break.
And you saw it kanina, no? Yung mga pag-sub nga ni Coach Rex, platoon substitution.
Yes.
He wants to have those fresh legs. He wants to be able to get the other players involved in this game. So that's something that we're going to look out for more of actually here in the second half of action.
Let's take a quick look at the scoring leaders for Quezon. That's Magnaya with 8, Soriano with 6, and also 6 points for Kyle De Chavez. Well, for Mindoro Troops Hoops, Donald Naza, the lone starter in the top of the leaderboard with 8 points, Blanca Flor with 5, and Rubilios with 4. So yun ang ating breakdown so far ng ating mga stats after the first 10 minutes of action. And let's see if Mindoro, again, tough loss at the hands of Antipolo JY Titans and also against yung mga big names of that squad. Let's see if they will be able to come back with a bounce back victory. Especially again in these age brackets at 18, 16, 14. Usually pag you get a huge loss against a top tier team, parang nagsa-snowball minsan which is one thing they want to avoid at this point.
Somewhat disheartening, no, para sa side ng Mindoro after getting a couple of wins, no, 2 straight wins.
Oo.
Biglang yun nga, they ran into a powerhouse Antipolo JY Titan squad. Talagang pinahirapan sila doon ng todo-todo. Sent them crashing back down to earth, so to speak.
Oo. Parang sabi nila, yun yung acid test, kumbaga. Or should we say, they ran into a storm. Parang naging storm chaser. And that is one thing na maybe for Coach Jan Colina, they would have wanted, it is one thing na they want to encounter this early in the tournament rather than later.
Lots of things to learn when you go up against such a powerhouse squad like Antipolo.
Third quarter of action about to get going dito sa Amoranto Arena. Maraming salamat sa pagtangkilik sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. 14 seconds on the shot clock. The runner. And the hang time move for Miel Hapor. And he will take 2 from the line.
Strong drive to the basket. Galura couldn't do much on that drive, on that attempt.
So let's see kung magigising na itong Mindoro. First of 2 down for Miel Hapor. He's the 3rd leading scorer, by the way, at 10 points per game. And the top assist man at 3 per game. Now Mindoro with their first crack at the basket. Ataal gives it up to Blanca Flor. 12 seconds on the shot clock. A little too far from the basket for Barba. Check that. That's Purissima. Now they feed it down low. And Masyado malakas ang tira ni Blanca Flor. And the scramble for the loose ball, won by Mindoro. And that was a bad pass for Blanca Flor. Check that, that's Purissima rather. And on the other end, that's a great finish for Miel Hapor.
Finishing that fast break, really not wasting any time on offense. Etong Quezon and Apor with that deuce.
14 to shoot. Ataal drops it off inside. Great finish for Zach Galura.
That time, better offense for the side of Mindoro. Galura getting a pass, finishing inside.
So Galura, parang ito yata yung hinahanap na bunot from the Mindoro bench. Abarquez, corner three. Won't go through. And now Purissima on the run. And Ataal could not finish. Gets fouled on that reset. But that was already a broken play para dito kay Clarence Ataal. Let's take a look at that one more time. After bobbling that ball up top, itong si Ron Abarquez had no business, trying to swipe the ball.
Yan talaga ang nangyayari. But again, you had to stop that offense from Ataal was Abarquez. So, hindi mo rin naman masisisi.
Yeah. I think yun yata yung sinasabi mo, situationals na pwede yung swipe.
Well, I wouldn't say pwede yung swipe. Pero again, sugal nga yan.
Or yung last resort.
Oo eh. Because he got you up in the air. And that's very common. Yung pag nalampasan ka, bigla kang susundot. Di ba? Kasi nalampasan ka. That's why we always teach our players, don't get beat.
Yes.
You have to stay in front of your man.
And now Mindoro on their offense. Ataal using that screen from Zach Galura. Ataal charging through. Could not get the finish. And the rebound here for Mindoro and a foul called. And it's called against Jimboy Kambal. And that is a twin foul now for Kambal. Let's take a look at that one more time. And Kambal, parang ni-wrestling ata ito si Blanca Flor.
Binaba kasi ni Blanca Flor yung bola. Hawak ni Kambal. So, nadala siya doon. Ended up being called for that foul.
Now Quezon attacking. Lefty finish. Kian De Chavez gets fouled.
Just zigzagging his way through, slithering inside, and then sneaking in for that layup.
De Chavez using those blue shirts as traffic cones. Nearly gets that finish. De Chavez hits the first of two. (38-30) is our count. Quezon can go up top to 9, and yes, they do. Steady play by the junior Huskers since taking the lead for the first time in the second period. AJ Mengote crosses the timeline, gives it up to Donard Naza, who makes his return to the ball game. It will stay with Mindoro with 10 seconds on their shot clock. Another adjustment here for Quezon. Juther by Ron returns to the ball game, and Ron Abarquez will check out. And nakausap natin si Renoa Sanchez at the halftime break. Sabi niya, alam na niya kung bakit Juther ang pangalan. And we will find out later.
Masasabi na Renoa finally kung bakit Juther by Ron.
On the other end, a great finish for Miel Hapor, and another whistle on the floor. And it's on Juther by Ron, the pushing variety though.
Right on cue.
Let's take a look one more time. That up fake to the finish para kay Miel Hapor. Mindoro trying to cross the timeline. Rubilios gives it up to Donard Naza. 15 to shoot. Naza the handoff. And now they try to go inside, and a pushing foul kontra kay Jimboy Kambal. That's his third.
Jimboy Kambal not wanting to give up. that position to Blanca Flor. Ended up committing that foul.
Slowly nire-reinsert na ang mga shock troopers for Mindoro Troops Hoops. Back in the ball game is Sean Nolasco. Empty possession for Mindoro. And now Quezon on the run. Cambal, the up fake, lost the handle, and it's another turnover for Quezon.
Palitan sila dito ng turnovers, talking about Mindoro and Quezon. Trying to get their offense going here in the third quarter, both teams.
And now reporting is our one and only Renoa Sanchez. Renoa?
Diego, Coach Anton, ito na nga, ibinahagi na nga sa akin ni Tutor Byron kung saan ba nanggaling ang kanyang pangalan. Nabanggit niya na galing daw ito sa pinagsamang pangalan ng kanyang mother and father side. Ang Ju daw sa Juter ay mula sa pangalan ng kanyang tatay na Joel at ang Ter naman ay mula sa pangalan ng kanyang nanay na Teresita at ginawa lang daw unique ang spelling nito. Hence his name, Tutor Byron. Balik sa inyo, Diego, Coach Anton.
Yun, sa wakas, mystery solved. At
Mystery
maraming
solved.
salamat sa ating
Shout
court.
out, shout out sa magulang ni
Yeah.
Juter. Ala ko pangalan ng mommy, Judy, Julia.
Oh, yung
Tapos
mga
yung
ganun.
tatay Dexter.
Ayun.
Juter,
oh.
hindi pala. No? Joey.
Joey.
Ayun.
Oh, just like that. Joel. Yan.
Joel.
Yan. Maraming salamat, Renoa Sanchez, with that report, and mystery solved. Near steal para sa Quezon, and they complete that turnover. 4 minutes and 21 remaining sa ating third quarter. 11 ang lamang ng Quezon. We'll be right back after this break. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3 live from the Amoranto Arena in Quezon City. Quezon Junior Huskers leading by 11 contra sa Mindoro Troops Hoops 41-30. If you're just tuning in, by the way, itong Mindoro not playing without head coach Jan Colina and assistant coach Roy Paculan is taking charge. And they're trying to bounce back from that their first loss of the season kontra sa Antipolo JY Titans. Itong Quezon Junior Huskers naman, they absorbed defeat in their first outing kontra sa Binyan, and they're trying to bounce back and get into the winning column.
5-point loss against Binyan. No? We talked about that one at the top of our broadcast. So both teams gigil manalo. I wouldn't say gigil, pero kailangan manalo kasi ayaw mo nga naman magkaroon ka ng losing streak
Yes.
early in our season.
Again, dito sa South Division, there's 12 teams, so 11 games to ang kailangan bunuin, and every game counts, especially when it comes to the tiebreakers later on in the tournament. You'll never know. Baka yung mga kalaban mo at a certain stage, whether early or late in the tournament, yun yung magde-decide ng fate mo kung papasok ka sa playoff round. And a miss from close range by Asher Robilios, and now umaatake ang Quezon, and masyado malakas ang pasa. Clarence Vediola, kailangan siguro maging lastic man para makuha ang bola.
Asher Robilo, though, nice move, just couldn't finish on that drive. Samantalang sa transition offense naman, medyo nagmamadali ang Quezon.
Well, kahit na may 12-point advantage sila, they want to put buckets in a hurry. Clarence Ataal trying to drive middle, kicks it out. 4 seconds on the shot clock for Sean Nolasco, pero may foul.
say there's a hold.
And Quezon already in the penalty, so it will be 2 foul shots for Sean Nolasco. .303 remaining, so Nolasco can cut this deficit to as low as 10 points.
Or not.
Or not. So sunod yata dapat hindi ko sinasabi yan eh.
Oo, sasabihin.
0 for 2 for Nolasco, pero may foul on that rebounding play. That box out by Donald Naza. Merong extra sauce na nahuli ng ating referee na si Ronaldo Badango.
Getting called for that push underneath, trying to get position and that offensive rebound. Donald Naza be called for his second personal foul.
Junior Huskers trying to extend their advantage. Attack here by Jake. Oh, that's a shot by Miel Hapor. Gets fouled. And that will send Hapor to the 4.5-meter stripe. As we take a look at that one more time. Nolasco gives up that foul in the act of shooting.
A bump on that play, forcing
so Miel Hapor.
yep, forcing Miel Hapor to the baseline. Mautak din naman because
Yes.
put up that shot. Not called for penalty na rin pala.
Oh, penalty.
Regardless. Regardless. It would have been 2 shots.
Ataal to Naza. Hands it off to Robilios. 10 on the shot clock. Ataal with the isolation play. Ataal driving left. Puts up the jumper. Iron deficient. And the rebound by Juter Byron. Byron kicks it to the corner. Kian de Chavez. Bang! Bang! Boom!
Great transition pass. Nice looking 3-pointer by Kian de Chavez, extending this lead to 17 points.
Donald Naza had his pocket picked by Kian de Chavez. De Chavez gets hit in the air by Clarence Ataal, and it will be 2 shots once again.
May pasabit dun si Kian.
Oh. Let's take a look at that play one more time. Kian de Chavez hitting that corner 3 earlier on that drive and kick play.
Great pass by Juter to find his teammate Kian, and Kian, no hesitation, making his teammate look good. Giving him the assist and giving him 3 points.
Minute and 56 remaining, and Chavez, the second leading scorer, by the way, for Quezon, averaging 10 points per game with 2 rebounds. Yeah, so one of the stats leaders for Quezon, and a great assist, pero nga lang mintis ang tira na yun, and the Chavez missing. Unfortunately for Quezon though, looks like ito si Miel Hapor got shaken and stirred on that landing. And on the shot on the other end, a miss from Donald Naza, and he gets fouled. And Miel Hapor looks hurt. Great drop-off pass. Donald Naza, great body control on that power play.
He likes to get that contact. Talking about Donald Naza, unfazed by physical play underneath.
Oh. Pero unfortunately for Quezon, you see Miel Hapor is still limping after that awkward landing on that drive. A minute and 25 remaining. The great feed inside, but a miss. And the rebound secured by Alison Maginsay, but on the other end, the great finish for Kyle Soriano. And Mindoro Troops Hoops calling timeout at 20 na ang lamang ng Quezon Junior Huskers. The steal there by Kian de Chavez, and the great finish for Kyle Soriano. Magbabalik tayo after this break. 67 seconds na natitira sa ating third quarter, and Quezon really blew this game wide open dito sa ating third quarter, now holding to a 20-point advantage, 51-31. Mindoro has seen enough and called that last time out.
Well, here in the third quarter, forcing Mindoro into turnovers. Remember, when we were at the half, only 8 turnovers for the side of Mindoro. Ngayon, they have 16. And off of those turnovers, Quezon 17 points.
Yun.
Talagang parang hindi lolobo ang iyong kalamangan kung ganyan ang nangyari.
And Mindoro only held to 5 points this quarter.
Really clamping down on defense.
Oo.
Itong Quezon Junior Huskers ni Coach Rex Baldeo.
So Asher Robilios missing that 3-point shot. And even worse, he got warned for faking a foul.
Aray ko.
45 seconds remaining. JJ Magnaye. Skip pass to the outside. Kyle De Chavez. Extra pass. Ramos. And it's a foul called against Clarence Ataal. But looks like there will be a review of that last play. Our referee, si Andrew Morgan, determined they might see something extra there, and they could possibly upgrade or downgrade that foul.
We're going to see what that is. Also for our viewers, you're going to be able to see what had happened. Medyo may parang bangga lang naman.
Oo. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's yung nakita mo doon sa may foul circle. So wala pang so it's at least there is a foul call on Clarence Ataal, but it could be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike, or in an extreme case, a disqualifying foul. So right now, somewhere sa ating right, dito sa sideline, nag-huddle ang ating referees. They're trying to review that last play, making sure na hindi makakalusot.
No, because you don't want it to escalate. No? It could lead to some hot, some altercation. So ngayon pa lang, inokontrol na natin officials.
Right. And minsan rin kasi yung mga certain fouls kasi might change yung complexion of the game rin eh. Especially ngayon that Mindoro, probably a little bit of frustration here, down by 20. Waning seconds of the third quarter. They couldn't get their act together. Held down to just 5 points ngayong third quarter. All right, so that last foul on Clarence Ataal has been upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. So it will be a 3-minute sit-out for Clarence Ataal. Okay, so let's explain rin kung ano yung sinabing criteria 2 ng unsportsmanlike foul. So that is an excessive hard contact caused by a player in an effort to play the ball or an opponent. So hindi siya yung necessarily a dirty play, pero medyo excessive yung contact.
Unnecessary.
Oo.
Is what it is. But again, I'm pretty sure Clarence, no intention to hurt or to harm.
But either way, the damage has been done, and Ataal will sit out until at least the 7-minute mark ng fourth quarter. Ramos with the inbound. Gives it up to Kyle De Chavez. 7 to shoot. Great drop off inside. JJ Magnaye overshoots the reverse, and Kyle Soriano with the putback.
And no problem if you miss that. Kyle Soriano there to pick up the miss.
And on other end, Zach Galura gets fouled on the putback. And we got a man down dito sa Quezon. That's on JJ Magnaye.
I think it's Kyle Soriano.
13.1 seconds remaining, and so another review by our officials.
They're going to check what happened to Kyle Soriano.
So let's take a look at this one more time. .1 seconds remaining. So that was yung instant replay, that was what happened. So may konting push on
The back of
Oo.
Kyle.
yeah, so that's AJ Mingote after the foul was called. So yeah, may extra push. Just a little.
Just a push with his hand. It's nothing. Not an elbow, not a punch. Just a foul. See, again,
Yes.
our referees are signaling na tulak lang. Parang naging instinct na kasi ng player yan eh. Pag merong naramdaman sa likod, kunyari.
Yeah. Oo.
Di ba? May ano. Again, you know, I'm not a fan of flopping, but there
Yeah.
is what we call yung selling the call.
Selling the call.
So minsan, like I said, pag naramdaman ng player na merong ano sa likod niya, whether
Yeah.
tulak lang yan na ganyan
Yeah.
or whatever, ano yan, he's gonna sell that call to our officials.
Or ano ba yan? Yan ba yung sinasabing embellishing yung
Yeah, you know, I just say you're just selling the call.
Okay.
So, okay lang naman yan, walang problema. Pero minsan kasi it becomes, may foul naman talaga. Pero yung
Excessive.
akala mo parang natamaan ka ng sobrang lakas. You know, sometimes that's, again, unnecessary.
Baseline jumper, no good for Donard Naza. And on the putback, a foul call on that shot made by Jake Blancaflor. And he will troop to the line for the bonus. With 6.1 seconds remaining, Blancaflor, with that foul counted, brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness. Be Liga ready.
Yun. Be Liga ready.
Always.
Parang si Diego. Liga ready.
53-33, a chance to make this a 19-point game. If he makes it, Blancaflor misses. Oh, great timing and great presence of mind to get that miss and makes the putback. And dyan nagwawakas ang ating third quarter of action. It's down to an 18-point lead for Quezon. And we'll take a look at our third quarter highlights shortly. In what has been an all Quezon quarter, Chef's Magic third quarter highlights make every meal a magic moment.
A drop pass by Clarence Ataal to Zach Galura. On the other end, you have Miel Hapor, Kyle Soriano, Kian De Chavez for Quezon, pacing and leading the way for them to get this lead.
53-35, Quezon on top. Magbabalik tayo with fourth quarter of action. On your screen is our Chef's Magic quarter scene stealer From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic make every meal a magic moment. Huling 10 minuto na lang ng ating labanang Mindoro versus Quezon. Tiago Del Paz kasama pa rin si Coach Anton de los Reyes and our courtside reporter Renoa Sanchez. Mula dito sa Amoranto Arena in Quezon City on this beautiful Saturday. Byron gives it up to Kian De Chavez. Now, 7 to shoot. The one-hander, the miss by Kyle Soriano, and it will go the way of Mindoro. 30 seconds into the fourth and final quarter.
Now or never para sa side ng Mindoro. If they want to make a move, they gotta make a move now and make it quick.
Yes, definitely.
But, I mean, again, I know when you have this big of a lead and you're trying to come back, you want to try to score as much as you can. Pero minsan, kailangan mo talaga, you just take it point by point. Couple of points at a time, couple of stops.
But you're not doing yourself any favors with those kinds of defensive lapses. JJ Magnaye with that nifty finish. Let's take a look at one more time. Foul counted, brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness. Be Liga ready with that whirling dervish of a finish.
So credit his teammate for that assist, finding JJ.
And we got a man down for Quezon, but the score, JJ Magnaye with the finish, and it will be a power play for Mindoro and a miss on the other end. And we got a stoppage in play. Let's see, that's Juther Byron writhing in pain. He had an awkward landing there earlier.
You gotta hope Juther is okay.
Yes.
Still on the floor.
We're hoping it's nothing serious, of course.
I'm gonna let Diego decide and see what happened.
Oh.
Ayoko kasi makita yung mga ganyan eh.
Oh, ako rin actually. Mukhang something with the leg kasi from our instant replay, he landed awkwardly on that left leg. And now he is being helped out of the floor, which is not a good sign.
Not a good sign at all. Hopefully Juther is going to be okay.
Yes.
We'll try to see from Renoa kung ano ang nangyari. But you saw there on that replay kung ano nga yun.
Yeah, definitely. And again, especially that they're young athletes, we don't want anything that would cut their career short as early as now.
He sprained his left ankle.
There you go.
Yeah, he sprained it. I saw it when I finally looked.
Oh.
Oo, kasing nakikita yung mga ganyan talaga eh. Sa totoo
Actually,
lang. But he sprained this, so it's a left ankle sprain. So
yes.
para sa mga mahal sa buhay ni Juther, alam ko yung nanay at tatay niyan malamang nanonood din.
Yes.
I'm gonna see. It's a sprain. There, you see? So he stepped on his teammate's foot.
Yun.
Stepped on JJ Magnaye's foot.
Oh, parang naging friendly fire kumbaga.
Friendly fire nga lang.
So we got 8 minutes and 42 remaining sa ating fourth quarter. Medyo naging sullen bigla ang ating venue. A bit of hushed silence.
Yeah, you know what I noticed? Pagka yung 14 and under tapos na maglaro, nawawala na rin yung crowd. Parang yung mga magulang kasi tsaka yung wala na.
Hindi, coach kasi, pansin ko talaga, when it comes to parental support, talagang mataas yung parental support until around your age 15. Pag above 16 years old na, usually either yung mga tawag doon yung mga talagang mga tumututok sa kanilang mga anak will still continue watching their games. After nun parang, okay, you're on your own, kid.
Yes, actually, ganyan nga yan eh. When the older you get, yung peso. Not that they don't care anymore, but they
Oo.
feel like, oh, kaya mo na yan, matanda
Oo.
ka na, malaki ka na.
Yes.
As opposed to if you're just 13, 14, diba?
Yes.
Medyo, nandyan pa si mommy, tsaka si daddy.
Tama. As we take a look at that driving play, Asher Rubilios getting the foul and the trip to the free throw line.
Well, taking it strong to the hole was Asher, getting a foul in the process. Gonna get a chance to cut into this 22-point lead. You look at that.
Oh. A little big of a lead. Quite large lead here para sa Quezon.
It's going to be a monumental task for them to be able to overhaul this type of a lead.
Sabi nga nila, a miracle of epic proportions, perhaps. Pero pag last 2 minutes na, probably biblical na nga yung ano. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Magnaia with the cross-court pass. 9 to shoot. And the 3 by Kian de Chavez. Down the hatch.
That's not gonna help. 3-pointers, hindi maganda palitan dun. From a 2 points because of a couple of free throws and then a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Again, you gotta get stops if you are Mindoro.
Siyempre, kung ayaw mo mapag-iwanan, kailangan you start everything on defense.
Yes, indeed.
And they didn't do themselves any favors with that 3-point play conversion from Kian de Chavez. And of course, he is not the second leading scorer of the Quezon Junior Huskers 18 and under team for nothing.
And de Chavez having himself a ball game today. Current averages 10 points, 2 rebounds.
As we take a look at our pound-for-pound fitness foul counted, B Liga ready. And before we continue further with our broadcast, let's turn it over to Renoa Sanchez for this report. Renoa?
Diego, Coach Anton, hindi na nga makakabalik sa laro itong si Juter Byron dahil nabanggit niya na 8 out of 10 daw ang sakit na kanyang nararamdaman at prior pa sa tapilok niya ngayong araw ay meron na daw talaga siyang sprain dahil sa kanilang laro noong nakaraan. At ngayon naman ay tinitignan siya ng ating medical staff kung saan inagapan na ito, hinigpitan ng kanyang shoes at nilagyan na rin ng yelo para mas lalong hindi mamagabalik sa inyo. Diego, Coach Anton.
Hinigpitan ng kanyang shoes.
Yun na nga. Maraming salamat, Renoa Sanchez, with that report. And alam mo, kinausap ko si Renoa, by the way, during the intermission. And kwento niya sa akin, nagkaroon pala ng bonding activity itong Quezon Junior Huskers. Apparently yung nagkaroon sila ng swimming sa isang batis daw. So, na-refresh
Hindi ba sa
na
San
sila.
Juan yan?
Ay, hindi.
Batis, barangay Batis.
Naku, malapit yan sa amin, Coach.
Kung malapit sa iyo, di ba meron tayong pocket league doon ngayon
Oo, tama.
di ba?
Oo, sa Barangay Batis, yung
Oo.
Junior MPBL Pocket League. So, shout out rin sa ating crew na
Yun.
nandoon.
Ang nagko-cover ngayon, alam ko si Jaime Mendehar at si Justin Almeida.
Yun.
Si AKA the Gino Rufino lookalike.
Tawag ko naman kay Justin kasi the aviator. And just like that, an aviatrix type of move. Kyle Soriano dropping it off to a teammate in Miel Hapor for that score.
This time Soriano, the one giving the dish.
Oo.
Attracting the defense, giving it up to his teammate Hapor for the deuce.
Ayan, dish and swish para sa Quezon Junior Huskers.
Okay, so you were saying, no, nag-bonding sila swimming. Ano naman ang mabuting na idulot daw, no? Meron bang sinabi si Renoa?
Well, hindi niya binigyan ng detalye. Yun nga, na-refresh lang, sabi ni Renoa. Na-refresh sila. And mukhang mukhang gumana kasi.
Mukhang gumana. It's a big lead.
Exactly. Pero para sa Mindoro, possibly heading to their second straight defeat after a 2-0 start to the season.
Kailangan na nila mag-swimming.
Yun.
Sila naman ang kailangan mag-swimming.
Tama.
Para ma-refresh, ma-reset lahat.
Ay, pero maganda ang Mindoro, ha? Maganda ang
Diba dyan ang Puerto Galera?
Ay, hindi. Oh, yun ba?
Oh,
yun ba?
Mindoro. Diba?
Mindoro,
Doon ang
no?
Puerto Galera, diba?
Teka, hindi pa ako nakapunta ng Puerto Galera eh. Nakikita ko lang yung Mindoro from the pictures. Siyempre, it's one Roro ride away from Batangas Port.
Yun, alam ko yan eh. yung Mindoro.
5:50 remaining and Ataal lost the handle and another turnover para sa Mindoro. So 25 ang lamang ng Quezon heading into the final stretch of this third match of the Mindoro Quezon trilogy ngayong umaga. As we saw that basket from Kyle Soriano.
Played the passing lanes perfectly. Was Kyle Soriano getting the steal and the putback and the bucket underneath.
Again, coming up next will be our second of 3 trilogies.
Yun.
Dasmariñas, Don Facundo 4A Hoops
Yun.
versus Bawan Cafe Uno.
Makikita natin na si Coach Ryan Don Facundo Dalosa, siya ang head coach ng 16 under team.
Yes.
Also the owner of Don Facundo Sportswear. Mura na, mauutang pa. Ganong kalupit ang tagline niya ni Don Pax. Iba yan eh.
5 minutes and 30 remaining. And actually, to add to that, napansin ko kasi every time na may mga teams na wearing yung mga Don Facundo na uniforms, gaganda ng ng design eh.
Ganda talaga yan.
Oo.
Don Facundo, quality yan.
Yes. As you see that drive to the basket at may foul na kasama on that attempt by Thomas Purisima.
Again, it's one of those things, no? A drive na yung reach in talaga. Tatawagan niya ng ating referees.
Oo. And also,
Sige, go ahead.
basta napapansin ko rin. And also pag let's say magano ka.
Foul na yan, automatic.
Oo.
More important for me, the players.
Oo,
Because,
exactly.
Again, yung sundo coaches, why players like to keep doing that.
Oo, yung sundot-sundot,
walang...
yung
I tell you, walang coach na nagtuturo niyan.
yun.
Like the only time that we tell a player, actually hindi nga sundot pero yung si swipe ka, yung steal is from behind, from a double team.
Right.
Nakatalikod and then you're the doubler, nagpe-pressure kayo, dun lang.
Yung help side defense.
Help side, sa low post, pwede mangyari yan. Sa court, sa half court, pagka nag-trap ka, pwedeng mangyari yan.
Yung blind side, di ba?
Pero yung the drive and then tatapikan mo or yung nalampasan ka tapos susundutin mo sa likod. And so many players love to do that. I don't understand why. I mean, it's something that, us coaches, we always remind our players, walang susundot. Don't get beat. Play good defense. Stay in front of your man.
Again, wise words from the one and only Coach Anton.
It's just very common knowledge for coaches to teach that. So, I feel the pain ng mga coaches pagka yung mga players nila sundot lang sundot.
Pero walang sundot-sundot dyan on that finish from Clarence Vendiola. So ngayon mukhang pinasok na ang third stringers for Quezon Junior Huskers.
Kahit third stringers, fresh na fresh.
Exactly.
Getting the offense going, fast break para dito sa side ng Quezon.
And the miss from close range for Donard Naza. Still aggressive kahit na malaki ang lamang. And let's take a look at that play one more time from Quezon with love.
Nice pass underneath Clarence Vendiola, finishing that transition offense.
Kasi at the end of the day, kahit na sasabihin ng iba, especially at this level of play, malaki na ang lamang. Pero lagi kong sinasabi, during broadcast, ito yung time for yung mga second, third stringers, fourth stringers, ito yung audition tape nila.
It's a way for you to show the coaches na, whatever it is you practice, you're able to execute sa game. Kasi makikita ng coach yan na kaya pa rin yung sundin yung tinuturo sa ensayo.
Yes. At the same time, it will also give eyeballs. Let's say hindi siya gumagana for this squad. Maybe a different team could pick him up the next time around. Mga ganun. So many opportunities para sa mga players ngayon. As we see this Naza drive to the basket. Still aggressive.
You saw that he's left-handed, but he tried to finish with his right after getting that contact. Talking about Donald Naza. Look at it.
Yeah, look at that step through.
Diba? Kinanan pa niya yun. Trying to get that N1 opportunity.
At the same time rin kasi nowadays, players need to have a great finishing with either hand.
They have to have that dexterity. They have to be ambidextrous.
Mm.
Kasi you have to be able to finish either your left or your right.
Mm. And iba na nga talaga ang basketball ngayon. So one more free throw here for Donald Naza. And Naza with a hat trick of misses.
It's not going the way of Mindoro today.
Oh. Another baseline jumper for Clarence Vendiola. Out at bat.
Vidiola making a good account of himself
Oh.
here in the game.
3 minutes and 25 remaining, and Quezon still pounding it inside. This time around, they go for the long ball, pero wala. A miss there from Sky Mabilin. Left corner three, and finally one goes through. This time for Jake Blancaflor.
Swishes that one through.
Ramos tried to go fancy, pero Blancaflor, or should we say that was an out of bounds off of Quezon. As we take a look at that Jake Blancaflor 3-point shot.
Ringless,
Oo, ringless.
but the good kind.
Oo. So ano, sinasabi ko, all nylon, no iron.
Hindi ba iron deficient yon?
Hindi, pag iron deficient,
Sablay.
sablay na.
Airball,
hindi,
airball.
yes. Oo. So, kailangan ng konting supplements sa tira.
Kailangan ng energy.
Oo. 2 minutes and 40 remaining. Midnight hours na ng ating labang Quezon versus Mindoro. And mukhang hindi matutuloy ang sweep ng Mindoro Troops Hoops ngayong araw na ito. Though nakita natin kanina, para sa mga nanonood nga lamang ngayon, Mindoro winning the 14 and under game, 54-49. Then the 16 and under as well, 68-62. At meron tayong technical foul on Mindoro. And Aldrin Untalan takes and makes that technical free throw.
Again, increasing this lead.
So 73-52.
The highest though was at 24. Let me check. 25.
25.
25
Oo.
points.
Umabot na kanina dun. 2 minutes and 33 remaining. So everything but cosmetic ng itong final 2 minutes. And a miss from close range para sa Quezon. And we have another whistle on the floor. Another foul kontra sa Quezon. And they're already in penalty. And Clarence Vendiola uses up all his fouls and exits from the ball game.
It's our first casualty for the side of Quezon.
Okay, so to clarify, yung technical foul earlier was on the Mindoro bench. Yun.
Improper bench decorum ba yun?
Yes.
Yun. Yan, nakapasok na ulit si Clarence Ataal, sinking those free throws.
Oh, yun. Oh, si Clarence Atal who committed that unsportsmanlike foul in the waning stages of the third quarter.
35 seconds left.
Oo. Now Quezon trying to execute this play to get a good finish in this match. Nabati ko ata. And Shin Liwanag stepped at the sideline. Two minutes and 10 remaining. Step through move. Mintis para kay Clarence Ataal. Probably stayed too long sa bench. And Donald Naza, yan na nga, ginagamit na niya yung right hand niya for that finish.
Mukhang narinig tayo. Kailangan pa kasi ng left and right finish.
Oo.
Pinakitaan tayo ng right-handed finish ni Donald.
And Aldrin Untalan with that cherry on top of the ice cream para sa Quezon Junior Huskers. 17 to shoot. Another 3-ball unleashed, uncorked, and down it goes for Aldrin Untalan.
Nice looking jumper from Aldrin, adding to this lead.
Oh. Or should we say insult to injury ba?
Oh, you know, you're just trying to get those points. If
Oo.
you're the defense, you gotta play defense. Di pa
Oo.
naman tapos yung laro.
Actually, coach, yan nga yung age-old question eh. Do you believe in yung sinasabi ng unwritten rule? As we saw, that three-pointer from the Junior Huskers, courtesy of Aldrin Untalan. That old unwritten rule of, you know, if the game is already out of hand, you should stop shooting. Kasi ako, personally, as long as the final buzzer hasn't sounded and the other team is still defending, you still continue to play.
That's the whole point. Like, if you don't want me to score, then you have to play defense. If you don't play defense, then I'm gonna score because that's the whole point of basketball.
Exactly.
Pero yung mga tipong 10 seconds na lang, 14, whatever, pwede nang let go. Pwede nang hindi ka pumuntos. Pero,
Exactly.
again, if I'm the coach and my the opposing team scores kahit may 14 seconds, 10 seconds lamang siya, I wouldn't be offended. I'd be, okay. I mean, if that's what you want to do, then go ahead. I don't feel any disrespect. But for me, you know, if my players want to score, then you go ahead and defend.
Yon.
It's one of those things.
And that great finish from Asher Robilios. Sabi nga nila, play the game the right way and respect the game.
Just hoop.
Yes.
Diba? You're there to play offense. You're there to play defense. Then do both.
Yes.
Para walang samaan ng loob.
31.7 seconds remaining and itong Mindoro chipping away at this Quezon lead to at least make this a respectable finish. Another steal. Ataal. That veer step to the finish.
That separation to be able to put up that shot.
And kahit paano, at least itong Mindoro at least making good of themselves kahit paano to end this game. 17 seconds remaining. Quezon now just holding on to the leather. Untalan playing keep away and that might be it. And nagkamayan na and that will be the conclusion of our Quezon versus Mindoro trilogy. Pero tumira pa rin to si Untalan for the finish. So that's 78-66, your final. Quezon Junior Huskers finally into the win column after 2 games. While itong Mindoro Troops Hoops will drop their second game in a row.
They're at an even 2-2
Yes.
sa ating liga sa Season 3 ng Junior MPBL.
Yeah, so that will be something that Coach Jan Colina will have to talk about when he resumes handling itong team ng Mindoro Troops Hoops soon.
2-game slide for Mindoro after winning their first 2, losing to Antipolo, and then this time losing to Quezon naman.
Yes, so the biggest question is for Mindoro is how do you respond after a tough loss against a powerhouse in Antipolo and now against a determined na Quezon?
Swimming muna.
Swimming, yan.
Swimming muna.
Oo.
No, I mean, but seriously speaking, taking a break is nice, taking a break is good, pero, you know, at this point, you just need to zero in on what hasn't been working, you know, for your squad if you're Coach Jan Colina. One of those things is, of course, the rebounding. They got to address that.
Yes.
They also got to address yung ball movement.
Yes.
It's very evident. Only 9 assists in this ball game para sa Mindoro. 22 for Quezon. Talking about the rebounding, 20 rebound disparity. 52 ang Quezon, 32 for Mindoro. So those are some of the things that you need to address if you're Coach Jan Colina
Oo.
and Mindoro Troops Hoops.
Yes. Para sa Quezon naman, this might be the start of something better for them. After dropping their first assignment against Binyan, getting this first win will definitely start something for them.
Something they want to be able to build on in the coming games
Yes.
of our Season 3 ng Junior MPBL.
And definitely, again, na-mention ko na kanina, this will be a short tournament. And they will need to get all the wins that they could muster. And now let's turn it over to our very own Renoa Sanchez for this interview with our Chef's Magic Player of the Game.
Diego, Coach Anton, kasama na nga natin ang ating Chef's Magic Player of the Game, rather. Ang ating none other than Kian De Chavez. Congratulations, Kian, from Quezon Junior Huskers. Ang ganda ng performance na pinakita mo. Pero Kian, pag-usapan muna natin ang stats mo. Usually, nakakapuntos ka lamang ng 10 points. Pero ngayon, nakaproduce ka ng 18 points and 7 rebounds.
Ano po, yung nagsimula lang po kami sa depensa at kumpiyansa po. At wala po sa isa't isa.
Kian, since andito na yung mga kasama mo, baka gusto mo silang pasalamatan.
Nagpapasalamat po ako sa dahil po malaki po ang kanyang tiwala sa akin. At mahal na mahal ko po mga yan.
Any shoutouts to your family watching and supporting you?
Una-una po, nagpapasalamat po ako sa taas. At thank you po sa opportunity na makalaro sa Junior MPBL. Thank you po. Thank you po, Governor Dr. Helen Tan, Boss RD, Kong Mike Tan, Bocaldo Kim Tan, at Attorney Don Kapunan. At sa mga taong naniniwala sa Quezon, homeground talents, lalo na sa aming major sponsor, JCP, si Boss Mikey Gonsalvo, Evrex, Attorney Rexia Baldeo, Brew and Go, Dr. Sugar Baldeo, BP Shop, Boss Briggy Tambing, at kina Mayor RJ Maya and Mayor Eric Wagan. At sa wife po ni Coach Arman at saka po kay Butching. At shoutout po sa pamilya ko na nanonood dyan. At yung mga teammate ko po, at shoutout din po sa girlfriend ko na si Kershing Alvedra. At shoutout din po sa De Chavez family. Yun lang po, G. Thank you po.
Once again, congratulations, Kian De Chavez, sa iyong napakagandang performance, and congratulations din sa Quezon Junior Huskers for bringing home today's win. At ngayon naman po, dadalhin ko na kayo kay Diego and Coach Anton para kilalanan ang ating defensive player of the game.
Maraming salamat, Renoa Sanchez, with our Chef's Magic Player of the Game interview with Kian De Chavez. And on your screens right now, Jake Blancaflor. 10 rebounds, 2 steals are the Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game. And from Mindoro Troops Hoops naman, that's Jake Blancaflor. Oh, si Juter Bailon pala earlier. Yung ating Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game on their screens. That's our Don Benitos, Assist Man of the Game from the Mindoro Troops Hoop Squad. That concludes ang ating trilogy between Mindoro Troops Hoops and Quezon Junior Huskers. Sa ating pagbabalik, Das Marinas Don Pacundo for a Hoops kontra sa Bawan Cafe 1. Sa ating next trilogy, starting with the 14 and under division, as we leave you with our Chef's Magic game highlights on that wonderful game by the Quezon Junior Huskers. Of course, quick shout out sa ating floor director, Philip Obenza, ang ating director na si Jetro Bautista, and ang ating production head na si Aldrin Alejo. Of course, on behalf of my partner na si Anton De Los Reyes, ating courtside reporter na si Renoa Sanchez. My name is Diego Da Paz. Signing off for now. Tune in to our next game coming right up dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3.